Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video we are going to talk about list, tuple, sets and dictionaries and how we could use these data structure elements for manipulations or managing data within our Python applications or programs. So let's get started off and see how we could use all these elements out there. So friends, let's talk about the list first, how we could use list to store certain kind of a data within our program. Now list is primarily acts like an array, and they are changeable, and they allow duplicate values also. So that's something we could store some duplicate values, and just like arrays you store it with the square brackets notation for that. So let's say just in order to use that, I'll define an array or a list, which is, let's say, something like this. And if I want to kind of use that, you could access it with the help of index, which starts from 0 and then goes on, or you could also use a loop to print that. So if I just want to use, let's say, cities of 0, that's 1, which I want to do. And then if I want to do for x in cities, and then I just want to print x. So that's the second way of doing the things. Now if we just try to run this, so Python 3, let's say list.py, so it prints me Vancouver, which is the first one, cities of 0, and then it prints Vancouver and Toronto with the help of a loop. So that's what the list would work in a Python language. It's typically kind of an array where you could manipulate those values in the same way. Even the syntax of declaring the list is also same. Now let's talk about the second element. I'm just gonna remove this. The second one is tuple. Now tuples items are stored in ordered fashion. That's one. And then you are also allowing the duplicates within this. So it means tuples can have duplicates, and that's one major thing, and they are unchangeable. That's another aspect of that. So let's say if I want to define a tuples, I can define the tuples in a different way, not using the square notation, rather the normal brackets. So I'm just defining the same way, and Toronto, so define that. And if I want to print, I could use typically the same one, use it with the help of an index that works the same way, just like an array or the list. And then I could also use for x in cities, and then I'll just want to print, let's say, x. Now if I try to run this, and let's try that, clear it out, run this, we exactly get the same result. So tuple and list, if you see, both are exactly kind of a similar way. Like on the very forefront it seems similar, but they're a little bit different. You're storing it in an ordered fashion, they allow duplicates, they are unchangeable, and they are not used with the help of a square notation, rather used it with the help of a brackets. Now let's go on to the third one, which is, let's say, sets. Now set is technically the items are unordered in this, so it means they are not stored in a particular order, and they are unchangeable, means immutable, and they do not allow any duplicate values. So that's one of the things which is there in this. And in case of sets, there is one thing: we can add or remove items, but we cannot change the existing items. So that's what the sets are. Now in order to define the sets, so typically it's defined with the help of curly bracelets. So exactly, let's say Vancouver, Toronto, I'm declaring two cities, and I can access the same index stuff. So I'll say print cities of let's say 0, which is this one, and then I'll use x in cities, use a loop, and then print x. Now if I try to run this, this particular one is not gonna be accessible in case of a set, and the reason for that is set is not gonna be changed on that. So let's try removing this. It's my bad. And let's try running this. Yes, so you could actually use this. So in set you cannot use the index variable to access any particular value. Rather, you could just iterate it through the help of a for loop or anything to go through those individual values and do that. We can definitely add or remove values, but you cannot change the existing values. And the last one which we are going to discuss is the dictionary. Now, dictionary is typically kind of an object like JavaScript. So you define an object in JavaScript like a key value pair. So you could use that, and it does not allow duplicate keys. So if I want to define, let's say, employee, and I want to use it, so let's say I define an ID which is 1, and let's say I'll define a name. I'll give my name Rohit. That looks fine. And if I want to kind of print, I could access any of the keys by specifying within the secure notation. And let's say I want to print the name as a name key. I want to access the value of that. So if you want to run this, so it would exactly get you the Rohit out of that. So this is how a dictionary would work. So typically dictionary, if you see, is just like a object notation that we use it in JavaScript. So guys, there are 4 things which we have discussed. We have discussed list, we have discussed tuples, we have discussed set, and we have discussed dictionary. These are very, very important data types. I would say within Python, you could use it for different use cases within your program or the project you are working. I hope this makes sense to you. You could actually clear it out and then use it the way that depends upon your use cases. I'll be coming back with more videos, guys, so stay tuned. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe it. Thank you.